Network Entertainment.
Nako, yung ginawa ko dati, yung gawain ko, kung may kasama ako na hindi ko masyadong gusto yung sinasabi ko sira yung cardo ko o hindi ko na-charge. Ngayon, hindi ko na kailangan magsinungaling, di ba? Siyempre, bad trip kung naririnig mo yung boses ng tao na hindi mo gusto sa ride, di ba?
Either magpa-kick ka dun sa grupo nyo ng 31.
Ay, hindi ako
ikaw yung
makakonect. Oo. At least ngayon, that's a great feature.
Pero kung 31 na kayo kasali dun sa cardo, di nila ako sasama sa
Madami na. Eto na nga. We're live, guys. Webes na naman. Welcome to the show. And tonight, on Tunay na Rider, we have the makina man himself, Mr. Zach Lucero.
Sir Zach.
Yan.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
At also with us is Mr. Ride Manila himself naman, si Mr. Vince Tagle, guys.
What's up, Zach? What's up, Vince?
Ayan o, kung
Good
nakikita
evening,
nyo,
everyone.
akala nyo ba nandito
Thanks
si
for
Vince?
having me again.
Oo. Wala si Vince dito. Yung nakikita nyo ngayon, yan yung girlfriend machine dito sa WWR naman.
Dude, this thing is awesome. We've been playing with it all day.
Oh.
It's got Android built in. It's got a camera. Oh, crap. What did I do?
Vince, nasan ka?
Wala ako.
Swipe up daw.
Swipe up.
So ano ba siya? It's
Yun.
a tablet with a stand?
It's a tablet. It's got like an 8-hour battery life. It's perfect for like events and stuff.
Android showrooms, pwede yan.
May gulong siya, so we can move Vince around. Oh.
Yan.
Pag magsi-CR ka, Vince, sasamahan kita.
Ang tawag dyan, guys, technology.
So in the Chinese name of it is the girlfriend machine.
Direct translation, guys.
Direct translation. So think about it.
May free 3-month subscription, diba?
Nang ano?
All right. So anyway, you guys were super busy. It was another epic makina. Pang ilan makina na to, Zach?
Since 2016?
Di na mabilang sa dami.
2016. So 9.
9.
Nice.
Oh, pang-siyam na to.
Uy,
Kaya
magka-10
pala-
year anniversary na.
Oo, nako. Zach, kwento mo naman kami. Ano yung mga highlights dito sa 3 araw na na to na kumbaga Moto Expo?
Noong Friday kasi was the launch of all of these bikes. So I would say that was the highlight. Yung bagsak ng mga presyo ng mga accessories natin, mga accessory stores. So that was the whole 3 days naman. And yung camaraderie.
Yung
Pag
highlight.
magsama-sama tayo lahat doon.
Para siyang Zach, no? Parang yung Friday, parang malaking reunion ng mga old and new faces sa moto industry, yung mga media, di ba?
Yeah, the media got their day working for them, to cut out for them kasi talagang sunod-sunod kasi yung launch eh. I mean, from 9:30 till 8.
Oo nga, nakakapagod yun mag-cover doon actually. Iba, ikaw, anong araw ko ba nagpunta doon sa Sabado?
Well, I guess we were there on Saturday. Kami ni Buck and with some friends. We saw Zach, we saw Vince, we saw you.
Yeah.
Vince, pang ilan makina mo na to?
Pang ilan na ba sa? Parang pang-apat na.
Yeah, since 2022.
What keeps you coming back, Vince?
I think it's the biggest motorcycle show.
Yun ang EICMA ng Pilipinas, di ba?
Yeah.
Diba? Oo.
The biggest and the best.
Hindi.
Well, hindi kami biased.
Mali.
Hindi pwede mawala.
EICMA ang makina ng Europe.
Tama.
Actually, wait, just to I mean, I'm of course flattered. Pero ibang EICMA, iba yun. I mean, we are 1/8 of the whole EICMA show. One SMX is, they're like 8 halls. Bali 8 SMX ang isang EICMA. Ang laki talaga.
You go to EICMA, nandun si Vince Tagle. You go to Makina, nandun si Vince Tagle. same but different.
Papaka-humble lang yun si Sarah.
Vince, were you able to go around?
Yes, I did. Oh, sa EICMA Manila.
Yeah, Ike Manila. What, ano yung highlights for you, Vince?
Well, kasi ako, I'm into adventure riding, di ba?
Oh.
So, big sa akin yung introduction ng KTM, the Treeline.
Oh, wow, yeah. Grabe launch nila, no?
Oo, ganda nun. Suzuki DR something, DRC pa yun.
DRZ, yes.
Oo. And they were the first launch pa.
Oo.
No, the KTM 390R and X. I mean, we all expected it, but the price, that was something I didn't expect. Like 339 and 399? Parang ganon.
Pambihira yun.
ganon.
Oo.
Parang back tayo to 1,000 per cylinder, CC, no? Di ba? Dati ganun how we compute the pricing of motorcycles. So ganun yung pricing.
Saka yung KTM launch, I mean, I think of all the videos that came out, sila yung almost 2 million views na ata. I don't know kung anong nangyari, expectations sa KTM online. The energy that they had during the launch, it was just all there. People just kept on watching it. And I guess meron din, syempre, yung balita abroad about the trouble that KTM was in the last few months. Biglang ngayon, ganyan yung nilabas nila.
Oo.
Diba? So it's good news.
I guess, Zach, maraming fans yung brand, nalulungkot, tinitignan na anong mangyayari sa favorite nila, tapos biglang all of a sudden, boom! Yung EICMA ng Pilipinas, ang laki nung dalawang magkatabing booth, Husqvarna at saka KTM.
Yeah. Saka maganda yung bike. I mean, they look great.
Oh. Speaking of magandang bike, Bak, iba, kayo matanong ko kayo. Siyempre, si Vince, tinanong natin, anong standout sa kanya eh. Sa inyo ba? Anong napawaw ka dun sa mga nakita mo dun?
Okay lang.
Hard to please.
Pare-pareho naman na itsura ng bike ngayon. Biro lang. Nakakagulat doon yung Suzuki. Kasi parang sobrang in the past few years, wala silang nilalabas na bago eh. Tapos biglang nasa gitna pa ng entrance.
Pagpasok.
Ang dami nilang bagong model. Yun nga lang, ang tanong doon kung meron bang stocks na ngayon. Kasi parang nakalagay doon to be announced pa eh.
Yeah, pati price.
Yeah, they're gonna give out the price. Wala na price this year daw nila. Actually, gulat ako, bigla nilang nahabol yun kasi that DR series just came out in EICMA last November, if I remember. Ang bilis nila, nilabas nila agad nahabol.
May laman kaya makina nun?
Prototype lang pala. Ikaw, Iba, anong nag-stand out sa'yo? Nag-ikot ka, nakita kita eh.
Okay, so ako, I agree the KTM 390 Adventure R is really compelling.
Yeah.
Pero ito, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, what I really, really liked, and this is kind of ironic, it was the Ziho M01. I don't know if you saw it.
Parang, yeah. Saka yung pricing ng Ziho pang paggulo sa industriya eh.
59,000 pesos.
Yeah, for, di ba? Tapos sub 100,000 pa ibang mga Ziho were asked before, a few years ago, nasa over 200,000, di ba? So they were medyo nangyari sila ng presyo this year.
And also the yung 99,000 na off-road bike
CF
CF
Lite.
Moto.
Yeah. Dual sport ba yun tawag doon?
It's the CF Lite series.
You flew out to Mexico for that, Zach, di ba? The launch of that.
Yeah, I was in Mexico for that, but hindi pa sure yung Philippines kung ipapasok nila yung CF Lite. And then, ito nga, nablagadan tayo lahat na sinama nila yung CF Lite.
Did you expect the price point at 99 grand?
No, I didn't expect it to be that low. I mean, for 230cc tapos 99, and if you see what it looks like, di ba? Parang you just kapipitsugin na 99,000, di ba? Sa ganun kalaking makina.
Let's talk about some of the cool gadgets naman that we saw.
Oh.
Ako, syempre, again, no bias here. Ha?
Oh.
No bias kasi ito yung mga gamit ko eh, 'di ba? Yung mga ganyan na bag, 'di ba? Yung mga and only the best
No
for my
bias.
For my headset, Kriga, yung bagay sa Kriga,
Oh, napanood mo ba yung yung nilaunch namin ni na Vince dun sa sa
so hindi rin ako bias sa mga host, 'di ba? Syempre Ano to, completely honest, unbiased review.
Transparent.
They got one of the best hosts around.
Yan.
Si King Sengo. And then,
Pero biro yung nakita kong Kriega, hindi ko alam kung bago yon, yung neon green at saka neon orange na bag. Maganda
Ano yun? Yung parang rucksack.
Oo.
Oo.
Bago
The
yun.
rucksack. Hindi naman. Parang last year na na-introduce yun.
Pero kasi maganda yun sa adventure kasi just in case mawala ka sa bundok, madali ka makita.
Pagka sumempla ka sa pangin, makikita
Mag-iway
ka.
lang.
Oh, high visibility. Hindi, at saka paggabi, di ba?
No, and then,
Kung mag-e-SLEX ka, dilim-dilim ka ngayon sa
Oo,
SLEX.
ang dami pang truck doon.
syempre, the other best in show stuff is the Cardo. Grabe. Vince, ba't ang laki ng mga discount? And then you guys gave away so many units. Pinaghuhulan yung Ride Manila na booth eh.
May giveaway.
Quiz.
Pala doon tayo pumunta.
Very supportive si Cardo, no? So they even sent in their Asia representative, si Christy, to supervise us, no? So and then they gave us a lot of support, yung mga giveaways, yung mga discounts, gano'n.
Vince, yung bagong feature, yung kahit nasa kanya-kanya pa tayo mga bahay, pwede na tayo mag-usap sa mga Cardo natin.
Actually, may dates na ako nung release nung upgrade, no?
Yun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So come late April this year, so the upgrade will be to 31 riders na for the Edge and above the model. Public mesh also, and then the remote grouping, no? Late April yan. And then for the private shot and the cellular intercom this summer. That summer is June, July, August, diba? Sa kanila. So yun ang dates ng release.
Game changer talaga yung cellular data for the group.
Yeah, tsaka yung 31. What?
Oo. And it's for free, Walang yan. Basta pag-upgrade mo, firmware update lang yan.
Oh, guys, tsaka natatandaan ko pa dun sa script ko nung nag-host ako doon. Backwards compatible siya kahit yung mga lumang Cardo, pwede dun. At alam mo ba, kung halimbawa 31 tayo dun sa group natin, tapos halimbawa ayaw nating pag-usapan sa ayaw nating madamay muna sa ayaw marinig ni Ivan yung usapan natin. Pwede natin siya tanggalin muna using the application. Halimbawa, surprise natin siya, birthday niya, hindi pagchichismisan ganon. Yan, pwede na yun.
Okay, so nako, yung ginawa ko dati, yung gawain ko, kung may kasama ako na hindi ko masyadong gusto yung sinasabi ko, sira yung Cardo ko o hindi ko na-charge. Ngayon, hindi ko na kailangan magsinungaling, di ba? Siyempre, bad trip kung naririnig mo yung boses ng tao na hindi mo gusto sa ride, di ba?
Either magpa-kick ka dun sa grupo nyo ng 31.
Ay, hindi ako
ikaw yung
makakonect. Oo. At least ngayon, that's a great feature.
Pero kung 31 na kayo kasali dun sa Cardo, di nila ako sasama sa Cardo.
Madami na.
Vince, wala bang Cardo na pang 5 lang?
Pwede
Pero
naman.
3 comfort.
Speaking of high visibility, gustong-gusto ko yung nilabas ng Husqvarna, yung Vitpilin, na parang may halo na headlight. Ang standout noon.
Nauna pa yung Ducati dyan, yung Desert X.
Oo. Pero hindi butas yun, hindi tagusan. Yun.
Next.
1390. Napakaganda rin ng 1390.
Yun, yeah.
Yung halo na headlight, pati yung CF Moto Boom, remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
From last year. Butas din yun na may parang halo.
Oo, parang air intake yata yun, Zach, no?
Ako gusto kong makadrive yung inilabas ng Kimco, yung dalawa yung headlight.
$1.
Oh, yung adventure scooter nila.
$150.
Honda na Honda na
Rocus.
Big
$1.
Rocus.
Yes.
Yung back seat, yung pillion seat, nagiging backrest.
Oh.
Gusto ko rin yun, actually.
Yun, maganda yun.
Kimco, baka naman pwede kaming mag-review nun, tunay na rider.
Oo.
Ganda nun.
Wait, pero okay. So, these are the things that you liked. Now, my question is, what are the things
You don't like?
No, you're gonna...
Huwag ganun.
What are the things you're gonna buy?
Okay.
No, I mean like really, seriously. Zach, Vince, out of all of the things that you saw, what's the thing that you're surely gonna buy?
Unahin natin si Vince.
Si Vince. Vince, marami yan. Pwede rin 3 things, Vince.
Ang hirap niyan di ba? Kung may pera ako, dami kong bibilin.
Meron naman eh.
Meron
I
naman
think I'm really seriously looking at the 390 Adventure or the Enduro R. Yun, yung dalawang yun.
Okay.
Also, pero matagal pa yung Desert X 896 ba yun? Meron daw lalabas na bago eh. Pero 2027 pa eh.
Max, welcome to the dark side, Vince.
2027 pa.
Welcome to the dark side. Nabudol ka na rin ni Mark.
Pumula ka na din, ha?
Wala naman akong color eh. Miski saan pwede.
Add to cart, Vince. Ano pa?
Ano pa bang doon? Yung DRZ, interesado din ako. Depende sa presyo. What else pa ba yung nakita ko doon? Wala, yun so far no. Maganda yung headlight ng yung bagong headlight ng KTM, yung mga 1390 ba yun?
Black,
nakita natin.
yung matte black yung niya, yung parang facade tas may ilaw na plant doon.
May ilaw na bilog sa gitna, Yun maganda ngayon yun.
Oo.
Maganda.
Ang halimaw ng mukha nun.
Okay, so Zach.
Okay, so nabanggit mo sa Zero, yung maliit na 59,000, that's a big consideration. The 99,001, if we're looking at price, okay din yun. Kung may pera talaga ako, yung buong 390, lahat okay. I like those. And then the DR, syempre staple yun. Tsaka actually napaisip ako dun sa presyo ngayon ng Ducati na multi-strada na V2. That's in a completely different price point. Kung sanay ka sa Ducati, nasa north of 1 million, papuntang 2M. Ito nasa low. Nasa 1.3 ata, 1.2. Yung multi-strada. So, mapapaisip ka, and I got to try that. So, sabi ko, pwede. Diba? Pwede siya. So, yun ang mga compelling. I'd say also, yung Bristol, meron silang parang cub rip-off. Nakita niyo yan?
Nakita ko yun. Yung super cub.
Napatingin ako dun eh. Napatingin ako ulit. Parang, pwede to ah.
Makano yung Bristol na cub ba, no?
Natanda mo, Zach?
I didn't get to ask kung magkano siya. Pero knowing how they price things, hindi siya magiging parang yung Honda Cub na counterpart niya, di ba?
At saka kalaban pa rin nila yung presyo ng PG1.
Yes, actually.
Yung Honda ADV 350 din, grabe din yun. Actually, nagkaubusan daw, a lot of the dealers are having problems with the reservations for the ADV 350. So, alanganin siya sa highway, but if you're looking at Mindanao, yung mga highways na they don't care about 400cc, sobrang pasok yun doon. So,
alam mo, Zach, isa yun sa nakita kong pinagkaguluhan talaga, yung ADV 350 na yun. Tsaka yung yung Kimco 575 AK. Ang daming
flagship nila.
Crowd doon, iba.
Daming okay this year. Actually, it's a solid year for bikes.
Actually, a lot of interesting bikes. Pero like Vince was saying, yung PG1 just did a 10K price drop. Parang ganon. Tama ba, Vince?
Parang 86K na lang ngayon.
That's
from 92 to 86K, di ba?
Grabe, no? So yung mga bumili nung araw bago yung makina. Sakit sa loob nun. Parang yung nangyari dati sa KTM, yung biglang na gano'n.
Uy, nandito si Vince. Wag natin pag-usapan yung yung price drop ng KTM.
Yun ba yun?
Uy, mahal pa yung KTM ko. Hindi kasali dun.
Well, okay. So I agree with Trina. If I was gonna get one thing, actually, okay, 2 things. No, actually, I'm probably gonna get 2 things.
Hindi, 3 things na yun kasi mura lang yung Zeo MO1 eh.
When my wife saw the Ziho MO1, kahit lead acid lang yon, parang okay para sa kanya eh. Di ba? Pang araw-araw lang. It's beautiful.
Hindi pa rin maingay yun. Tahimik pa rin
Sobra
yun.
siyang cute. So, for me,
Hindi para sa atin yung comment na yan ni Trina.
Nagpaparinig yan kay Pao.
Ako, if I were to get something doon, iba, ang nag-stand out sa akin, luma na to eh. Pero Zach, kung natatandaan mo, like 2 years ago yata yun, or yung Philippine launch nung Husqvarna na Northern 901, it kind of reconnected to me. Oo. Without the Philippine decal, na mas na-appreciate ko yung bike actually. So, nothing against the Philippine
Balik ka doon sa mainland?
Hindi, ang ganda nun. Parang nag-reconnect ako dun sa bike and also the $150. Parang gusto kong pang-ikot-ikot dito sa New Manila yun. Stig nun.
Mukhang yan ang bibili ni King.
Northern.
Yung 901. Oo, yung 901.
Tignan natin pagka nagkapera. Ako yung walang pera, Vince.
Lahat naubos na sa Pajero niya eh. Tinawagan na nga daw ng tatay niya eh.
So Vince, kung may mga hosting gigs ka pa,
Oo, okay. Kailangan ko niyan.
Kailangan kumita si King.
Tsaka speaking of scooters, sobra ako na-impress dun sa sa wall of Vespa nung pagpasok ko pa lang para what the heck, ang laki ng boot ng Vespa, magkapatong na parang box na mukhang toy.
Yun
actually, just a quick background on that. That's actually the EICMA setup. So, yung Piaggio booth sa Italy is like that. Pero imagine mo Aprilia ganon times 3. So you're looking at 9 squares. Tapos Vespa ganon din. And then you have Moto Guzzi, may ganun din sila na mga boxes na patong-patong. And the Piaggio bike. So, yung pinakita dito sa Philippines, dalawa pa lang yun. Hindi pa na pedestal yung Moto Guzzi bikes. So that's a direct design from EICMA also. Just a little info on that.
So that's why EICMA levels siya. Kasi it is like the EICMA booth inspired by.
Ginaya nila yung makina, Zach. Ganun yun.
Ginaya ng EICMA.
Saka I think when they talk to, as a principal gets involved, like APAC, like even with Ducati and all of these other brands, so pinapaalam nila yung booth design na nila. Hindi parang bahala na kayo. They're very concerned with how their booth will look like. So this year, sinadjust ng Piaggio APAC na why don't you make a smaller version of what they have in EICMA? Kaya ganun yung nangyari. So yun.
May corporate, may CI, corporate identity. May guidebook talaga yung mga bigger brands kasi.
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino Quillamor.
And together, we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever really. Whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors, directors,
and of course infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
May question ako kay Sir Sak. Kasi next year, ang sabi, SMX and World Trade.
Wow!
Uy.
And
Paano
simultaneous.
yung setup?
Okay, so first things first, as of this live show, nag-uusap na ang sales ng SMX and sales ng World Trade on how they can do this together. It's been done naman before, like this year, ginagawa yan ng World Bex. I think last year, ginawa din to ng Mias.
Yeah.
So, for the 10th year anniversary, I was hoping we can do something like that. So, they've been talking about this since Feb. So, ang nangyari kasi when I'm looking at the thread, pag nag-uusap sila, available tong weekend, pwede ka ba? Tapos yung isa sasabihin, okay, teka lang, waitlist kami dyan, we'll see. So, it's still ongoing. So, kung matuloy yun, setup will be, actually, I don't know yet. There are many ways to go about it. I can maybe do this like, maybe the European bikes in one hall, the Asian bikes in another, or maybe segregated through CC. Hindi ko pa naisip ko pa paano eh. And then, accordingly naman, the accessories didikit dun sa bagay na bikes that they cater to. So, yun ang mangyayari doon. But still in the works, kung paano maghahatian yun. I was also thinking meron tayong shuttle so they can go from one to the other. One ticket will get you in both venues. Yan, yung mga naisip natin.
Ako, kausapin ko na si Angkas, Zach. Para may
Hey, that's a good idea. O nga, no?
Para motor talaga.
Angkas
diba?
angga talaga to si
Angkas ang siya to. That's a good idea.
Cookie ni Angkas.
Oh.
Cookie na sa panot ko ata yan. Wasn't that with
Cookie ni George.
what's her name again?
George.
Si Mocha. Si
George.
Mocha.
Cookie ni George. Mocha. There you go. I remember.
Susulatin na ako ng Comelec.
Vince, naitanong mo no, yung tungkol sa 10th year anniversary which would likely be Tawidan, SMX, World Trade. Saan mo ba trip mag-boot doon kung sakasakali?
Uy,
pareho?
First in ano yan ha? First na nilabas na info yan sa atin.
Tunay na rider exclusive.
Actually, kaya ako nga natanong Gusto kong malaman saan maganda maglagay ng booth.
Sorry Vince, dalawang booth na.
Pa-reserve na.
No, kasi you've got the Cardo Spirit line, right?
Yeah.
Kailangan na sa kabilang booth yun. Diba? And then you've got the Cardo Edge Pro nandun sa kabila. So, kailangan dalawa na yung gastos mo, Vince.
Pwede.
Parang Makati tsaka Alabang lang yan, Vince.
Vince, pwede dun i-demo yung voice over internet.
Magkabila.
Oo. Pwede yun.
Oo nga, no?
Diba?
Oo.
May nakaset up dun sa kabila, tapos may nakaset up sa SMX. Mag-usap kayong dalawa.
Yan. Yet to be seen. Tsaka it's nice na dito in-announce yan. No? Itong dalawang to pillars ng industry to Tsaka parang sa motorcycle industry, una pa lang yan na magiging both of the biggest venues na indoor maibubuk ng
simultaneous
in one event. Yes, simultaneous.
Wala naman iba
Another question kay Zach. Nata-timing lang bang 2 years in a row na yata na sumasabay sa National Convention?
Oo nga.
That's a good question. Ang nangyari when I spoke with ang nangyari kasi if we backtrack way back when, pre-pandemic, nananahimik yung schedule ng makina around May or June. If you notice, we've just been in that time of the year. Mid-year tayo. And then the pandemic happened. So, tenga lahat. When the world was starting to open up, the other more senior organizers in SMX, that's been there for decades na, had to be put out already. Kasi 2 years na sila wala. And then, yung May, June ko, naurong down the months to April. That's what happened there, kaya tayo naurong na April. And then, di na ako makaalis doon. The next 5 years, that's the only ones available. So in April, I get to move around because I'm at the mercy naman of Holy Week. So pag si Holy Week pumunta dito, I have to go here and there. So sa National Convention, the first time nag-ever sabayan was Luzon. Ang nangyari, para kami nag-ilagan kasi ang makina was normally 3rd week. Tapos sila din. So I went a week early. Tapos sila din ginawa yan. So itong year na to, mas extreme. Aga ako na talaga kasi first week of April So sina Thunderbugs din pa nangyari first week of April. And then, the venue that they rented, yun na lang yung pwedeng available. So, it was just nagkataon.
Hindi mo sinasadya, Zach, ha? Wala kang
Hindi. Hindi. One thing is, yun nga, the Holy Week issue, and pag inalat ka ni SMX, that's it. Pero, ito nakakatawa. So, si John D., who's gonna be handling next year's NatCon in Cagayan de Oro, gagawin na February. Sabi niya, Zach, we're doing this Feb. Makina's gonna be on board. We're gonna support, of course, John D. And so next year, hindi talaga sasabayan. It's gonna happen Feb. Sobrang layo. And I think John D was looking at the point na it's riding season. Magandang panahon, malamig-lamig. So yun na nangyari.
Gawin ng February 14 para walang takas, official lahat ng kasama.
Yeah.
Hindi gagawin ni John D yan, pare.
Alam nyo guys, buti na itanong ni Vince yung yung sa timing ng mga event. Ang dami kasing intrigero na naririnig namin doon habang andong kami sa makina.
Galit si Zach sa NatCon.
May mga galit-galit daw. So yan, narinig nyo dito. Okay naman pala sila. Talagang yung timing lang yung kalaban.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 4 weekends in April and you're gonna have to take out Holy Week.
Oo.
Nagkataon lang talaga.
May nagsasabi dito, dude, Manuel Salonga. Hi, Sir Zach. Thanks sa autograph. Chinelas check ko. Ano?
Okay, yeah. There's this, kasi sa reviews ng makina, meron akong blue na chinelas na ginagamit kong pangsukat. Kasi visually,
yeah. Pangsukat ng storage.
Yeah. Mas madali tanggapin pag may chinelas na hawak as opposed to a ruler, right?
Eh,
Kasi alam mo agad
ang laki ng paa mo, Zach, eh. Dapat mas maliit ng chinelas.
Tapos, eto siya. Dumating siya sa show, meron siyang chinelas na may drawing ng mukha ako. So, I haven't posted that yet. Nakakatawa yung chinelas yun. So that's him. Yeah.
Speaking of another highlight for me that I'm definitely buying. Again, I'm not biased, but I've been looking for this functionality. And then may kahati naman ako si Mark eh.
Oh.
Yung Chigi.
Yun. Okay.
Yung AIO6.
6. Yes.
That's
Because
the new one.
The new one, you can move from bike to bike. You're not spending like 30 grand per bike.
Okay.
Now, it's a little bit more expensive.
Okay. Iba. I know, hindi ka...
Bibigyan mo ako?
Hindi ka fan...
Thank you!
Teka.
Thank you,
Chigi.
Dapat buong TNR, hindi pwedeng isa lang.
Eto si Vince
Share na lang tayo kasi pwede i-swap eh.
Oo, lalagay ko sa helmet.
Eto na nga, speaking of swap, alam ko di ka fan ng kotse, pero si Zach, car guy din to. Maraming kotse to. Si Vince, dami ring kotse niyan. Alam mo ba na yung AIO6, hindi ko pa nasama to dun sa makina presentation, pero ngayon ko lang nakita.
Ha?
May mount pala
Ha?
na pang kotse.
Nako, bigyan mo rin ako ng kotse.
Motor to kotse.
Motor at kotse.
Oo, SOS, lahat ng full array nandun. Basta yung 4G yung kukunin mo.
Wow. So the beauty of this is now Mark and I are going to put by multiple cradles, a cradle for the GS Adventure,
Africa Twin,
for the Desert X, for the CF Moto.
Dami.
And then
Sa Royal Alloy, ilagay mo.
Hindi, ayoko lagay yung rally ko.
and then you can now swap it and you can connect it to your Insta360.
Yes.
It's a camera monitor. Ano pa yung mga ibang functionality niya?
Sunrise, sunset, yung weather forecast.
Pili ka na sunrise at saka sunset?
Hindi. Sasabihin niya lang sa'yo anong oras.
Makikita ko naman eh.
Hindi, kasi ganito iba, no? Yung sa mga ibang bansa kasi.
Nasa Pilipinas tayo eh.
Oh, pero nasa atin pa rin yung feature na yun. Yung ulan, kung saan yung zone na may ulan, pagka pinlat mo yung ruta mo, yan, makikita mo na yan. Saan
Perfect match yan with the Cardo Edge Pro.
Yan, naku po.
Pag nakita mo ng may ulan, pwede ka na mag-search ng tulay.
Oo, sa ilalim. Sa ilalim ng...
Para aharang ka doon sa gitnang lane.
Hindi ba, pag umuulan, di ako nagmamotor eh. Hindi ako tunay na rider.
Ano pa mga highlights natin?
Ikaw ba? Anong bibilin mo?
Ako wala. Hindi, ako mas concerned ko. Bakit nga pala walang sa makina?
Si Jancy, bibili ka ng brake pads.
Pero may tanong ako kay Zach. Bakit walang mga fuel company sa makina?
Shell is there, Havoline, but they're representing their oils.
The oil.
So, sa Makin, actually, they also want to join the fuel companies, but we were, of course, trying to prioritize motorcycle accessories, motorcycles, to populate the halls, syempre for the riders. So, mas first dibs talaga mga pang-motor talaga. So, with oils, they're already representing parang dual purpose na rin siya. So, andun na yung branding. Like si Shell, nandun siya.
Oo.
So,
kasi ako, yun lang kaya kong bilhin, gasolina eh.
At saka ilig.
Ako naman yung may tanong kay Zach, no? Kasi alam ko itong Ride Manila, ano rin to eh, sold out din to eh.
Galing talaga ng host sa Ride Manila, schedule
kami dito sa Chigi, sold out din. Pre-order pa nga nangyari bandang huli kasi talagang wala na maibenta.
So yung makina, nakakatulong talaga. Kung nandun ka, magiging sold out ka.
Oo. May pinost kanina to si Zach, yung report, zero shoplifting.
May nasaksak?
Wala. Zach, kwento mo naman kami. Baka pwede mo kami makwentuhan dun sa report na natanggap mo na yon.
Okay, kasi there were some exhibitors, some newer ones that joined for this year. But I think there were 4 of them on separate occasions. Tapos na tayo Sunday, nag-egress na, so I was saying my goodbyes, and they were very happy. Oh, Zach, wala nanakaw sa amin. I'm like, okay.
Parang standard sa kanila manakawan sila.
Oo nga, parang expected ah.
I don't know what the backstory for that is, but for them to approach me after the show, about 4 of them, different booths, and say thank you na okay yung walang nakawan. And then I started to, ano ba nangyari past Makina in SMX? I just realized, wala akong ganyan report. So the next day, and actually kanina lang pala, I just came from SMX for a post meeting with them, and I asked their security also, meron bang nag-report na individual na dumiretso sa security nyo na kunyari nahablot or nawalan ng ganito, ganyan, or damage to property sa parking or lost helmets. Wala eh. So 0. And then I also asked the other bigger accessory guys like Moto World, SEC, Sinasuntal.
Walang nanakawan ng motor.
There.
Walang nanakawan ng motor sa parking.
Wala naman. Yeah, there wasn't any of those. So I thought I think that's something that would be nice to announce kasi may lumapit na big deal sa kanila eh. Okay, so I decided to announce. But I had to wait a few more days kasi kanina ko lang naharap ang SMX. I had to really talk to security kung meron. So wala naman. So I was pretty thankful for that.
Well, Vince, that's I mean, you guys go to a lot of events. Is that really a risk in these kinds of
It's always a risk. It's always a risk kasi alam mo naman kaya nung first day binago namin yung setup ng booth because on the first day mali yung setup namin eh. People are all over tapos they are able to get the product tapos para kasing kala nila grocery, kunin mo yung product, pipila ka. So medyo nag-worry kami doon kaya nagbabantay kami. But wala namang it happened pero wala naman. Ni-rearrange lang namin yung setup ng booth namin, no. But even with the first day wala kaming problema. Everyone was good, organized naman lahat. I think it's because maganda security sa SMX.
At saka maganda yung culture sa Makina. Makina attracts the nicest people, di ba?
Buyers talaga.
Oo.
Yung circle of friends ng mga taga-Makina.
Matino.
Most are matino.
Yung mga hindi
yung sabi ni Ale, marami lang naubusan ng pera. Yun ang issue.
On the other end, I think kasi, what's exciting with these expos, trade shows, when you're there, yung emotion na buying, di mo matatanggal. I mean, we're all victim to that naman. Nasa harap mo na eh. I remember I went to this audio show in Expo na sa Chicago. Wala akong balak talaga bumili. Napabili ako ng headphones kasi andun na yung binagsak nila yung presyo, mawawala na to. Magdadala ka talaga eh. Especially if it's something you enjoy doing, di ba? So, it's part of it eh. Budol talaga.
Speaking of budol, Zach, ang naobserbahan ko dyan sa Makina, ang daming asawa, ang daming partners na nabudol ng kanya-kanya mga partners para bumili kasi talaga may natripan. Yung alam mo yun, katulad mo, walang kabalak-balak nung nagpunta doon. Pero nung umuwi, napakaraming bit-bit. Buying power.
At saka I'm happy na maraming nagdala ng partners nga nila. Walang takasan, very transparent sila. O nandito tayo, o sale to. Klaro eh. So nakakatawa makita ng ganun din. Like, it became a family thing too.
Nicest people you meet in Makina.
Oo. Ako, I brought Grace with me. And that's why sobrang type namin talaga yung MO1 eh.
MO1, yan. Si Joan, naku po, matutuwa yan. Eto si Jan, si Zach, nag-comment. Sabi ni Jan, first time na sold out din preno namin ng ADV, grabe. ADV, so I'm assuming Honda yan, katulad ng motor niya. Shoutout din sa group namin ni Sir Zach, Moto Masino, UST Riders. O nga pala, mga Tomasino kayo, no? Moto Masino.
They showed up too. They're always there every year. Moto Masino. Binabaha.
Pagtambay ka ba ng Merix,
laging lubog.
taga-Tomas ka na rin.
Oo, Merix, tapat ng UST. Tapos pag signal number 1 na lubog na yun. I remember, sorry wala to connection sa motor. I remember first year ako doon. Bumaha, we had to overnight kami doon. Walang makauwi. Hanggang bewang na. Wala naalala mo sa UST.
May nag-jet ski doon minsan.
Oo nga, totoo yun. Wait, Sir Zach, walang announcement ng Moto Changge. Inaabangan ng marami. Speaking of Budol.
Moto Bazaar, Moto Changge, it's always gonna happen October. And yeah, pretty much medyo lang, pahinga, tanggal umay muna sa show. So everybody's just relaxing in Makina, wala muna announcement. But October tutuloy natin yun. Definitely.
Vince, may pads ng 890.
Okay,
Ilig. I'm sure. Kasi meron sila pang, lahat ng motor ko Ilig Yung XADV dati, yung 790, yung Desert X, meron sila
Karamihan naman ng models meron.
Ganun talaga pag mailig ka.
Mailig. Yun, okay yun
diba?
Mailig
bagong tagline na ilig.
Jan, gawa ka na ng sticker. Mailig sa motor. Yun.
Alam mo, si Zach din yung nag-imbento.
Or, mailig ka ba? Preno muna.
Yun. Jan, may na may tagline ka na.
Si Zach din yung naka-imbento ng tagline ng Chigi na Chigi Philippines. Alam mo ano yun?
Get cheeky with it.
No. Chigi na nga.
Chigi na nga.
Si Zach yun.
Sige na nga.
To wrap this up, I guess one question, Zach. Aside from having a bigger, multiple venues, how are you going to improve next year?
For the 10th anniversary, one thing I noticed when we started this whole walang maingay sa trade show, controlling the venue, I noticed through the years, lumalakas-lakas na naman siya ng konti. So
actually,
I gotta
it's
enforce
louder
that
than last year.
Yeah. Ito pa, so yung staff, na na-frustrate kasi sabihin yung sound guy, pakihinaan. Siguro mga a few meters, pagpalayo na siya, lumalakas na naman sila. So babalik na naman siya, please. So I gotta figure out how to, cascade that. Kasi minsan, yung the brand itself, they know naman Pero it's kunwari bago yung sound system for that year, hindi nila alam yung patakaran, and they're just naturally trying to up their booth. Parang ganda nangyari. So, that's one.
As you and I get older, hindi na natin kaya yung constant noise Like, I can only stay there for a couple of hours and then I need to take a break and then I'll go back in.
Yeah. The whole Metro toned down trade show, EICMA is really the peg. It's not Bayuhan ng sounds done. People get to talk to their customers, B2B partners, they have meetings. It's really toned down. It's only when it's their turn to do launches talagang bayos sila. But apart from that, everybody respects each other's So that's the kind of thing we were trying to go for. Improvement then, I'm trying to still put in more involvement between the brands and the riders somehow. More promotions if we can start earlier next year na mas engganyo pa individually, like each brand they have their own thing going as opposed to 1 month before lang bumabomba lahat. Something more long term for everybody that they can look forward to for the show maybe. So mga ganun.
May orientation dapat yung mga brands na merong infographics, yung difference between mga expo at beer house.
Hindi, Zach, siguro sa next show, total magkakaroon tayo ng World Trade, no? Can we expect a lot of test ride?
Oh yeah, the test ride, World Trade would be the venue to really do that because they have that place in front of SMX. Kasi I already tried trying to close the street. It's gonna cause a lot of congestion. Kasi to begin with, the weekend is already packed. Tapos sasalado pa yung mga kalye. And then I tried talking about the parking areas na covered if we can do that. And then it's still very difficult kasi tatawid pa rin yung rider. So we'll see kung matuloy yung World Trade natin and they settle on a weekend, then definitely I think it would be really, really fun to have test rides.
Yun.
All right. How about you, Vince? Anything you guys we can look forward to at Ride Manila?
For sure, next year is gonna be bigger for us. We've seen how successful this year was, so we'll make it bigger next year.
Dalawang booth na. Baka, yun.
Yun nga yung sinasabi, magkabila.
Pati si Ilig sabi ni Jan, kailangan 2 booth na rin sila.
Oo, at saka...
Sa gitna na, sa gitna.
Oo, maibulong ko lang, Zach, may clothing brand yung isang kaibigan natin, yung nag-sponsor ng brief namin dito. Naku po, parang gustong-gusto nila.
Yun. So we need more space.
Oh, wow. Here's some great news for 2027. Something to look forward to down the line, 2 years down the line. Si SMX is already building a newer SMX. Diba ito yung Globe? It's somewhere off-center dun sa Globe. Within the area then, that is 19,000 square meters. 1 floor. So that is huge. Para mong dinoble yung SMX currently right now kasi it's currently at 9,000. So ito 19,000 square meters. It's gonna be ready by 2027 as per their GM. So that's something to look forward to in 2027. Kasi pag ganun, you don't need to venues anymore. Ang laki na nun eh. I think with our industry, everybody can fit. You can kind of scale up your booth size. And because kakabukas lang niya, I think they might have a really, really good price. Hopefully. Na hindi sila mag-jack up bigla. So exciting for 2027 too.
Wait. May one more comment from si Boss Kenneth Tan of WWR. May suggestion siya. It's for audiences to vote for the best booth. Para may incentive, 'di ba? For each booth to step it up para there's more engagement, there's
pinakatahimik na booth.
Pinakatahimik and best booth. Dapat may ganon.
Gusto ko yung pinakatahimik na booth award. That's gonna be really nice. Okay ako dun. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can take a look into that. So mangyayari niyan. But I still think maybe there has to be not just voting by the public. Kasi mangyayari doon sometimes magiging war of the brands yan because may hakot isang brand. The riders of this booth maybe all vote. Mawawala na yung objective na ano ba yung magandang design. So maybe a good percentage, maybe I don't know, a designer, architect, whatever can take a look at the booths and see, give their 2 cents worth.
Huwag mo kunin si Bak as a judge. Sasabit ka dyan.
Ayun. Zach, thank you so much for letting us into that very wonderful news, no? Another Tunay na Rider exclusive. 2 yung nakuha natin dito.
Yeah.
With that, tatanong pa ba natin sila ng golden question? Mga frequent tong 2 to?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Baka nagbago. Over the decades we've been friends. Ano yung definition yon ng tunay na rider? Let's go with Vince.
Well, I think everyone is tunay na rider in his own sense, no? Hindi naman porket puro breakfast ka lang hindi ka tunay na rider. I think everyone is a tunay na rider. Depende sa how he believes in himself, di ba?
Yun. It's a mindset. Kahit si King, 'di ba, na kung umuulan hindi nagra-ride. Tunay na rider pa rin siya.
Yes. Tunay pala ako. Okay, thank you, Vince.
Okay, Zach.
I'm trying to remember ano yung sagot ko dati. But anyway, may naisip naman akong parang maybe a different take on ko ano ba yung tunay na rider. Kasi para sa akin, pag natikman mo na yung sarap ng pagmumotor, be it you're doing it out of convenience or you're just trying to get away from everyday life or weekend rider ka, yung nararamdaman mo yung hangin, yung feedback, wow, that's cliche stuff, that goes with motorcycles, be it anything you get into, adventure, sports riding, track, whatever. Tapos, pag yun, bidalik-balikan mo pa, at hindi ka na makaalis doon, na-addict ka na talaga, yun for me ang tunay na rider. Yung talagang na-experience mo yung what is it about yung 2 wheels na yan that connects with you. Kasi you just keep on going back and back and back. It just doesn't end. Yun for me ang tunay na rider.
Yun. Tama naman. Pag napunta ka dun sa hole na yun, wala ka nang kawala dun. And on that note, maraming salamat.
Ang tunay na rider, pumupunta ng makina events.
Yun. Alright.
Yung iba galing pang Visayas, Mindanao, tunay na rider kayo. Ayan.
Thanks for joining Tunay na Rider. WR, thank you for the space. Castrol, sa world number 1 tayo.
World number 1 tayo. Castrol. Chigi, Otterbox.
And nandito si Ride Manila. So hindi na natin kailangan magpasalamat.
Ride Manila, thank you pa rin.
Enduro Adventure Philippines. Yun. Chigi, Macbeth, and all of our friends, thank you for making this happen. Ride hard, ride safe.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.